Well, good morning, folks. This is Kirk Smith, the Illinois Christian Educators. We are obviously here at the Capitol building in the committee room that we'll be talking about HB2827 here within the next few hours. We have some brave souls already out early this morning driving in from various places. If you can make it here in the next hour and a half, that'd be great to have you. Right now, we are looking at the Second Amendment that's been posted late last night. Want to brag on you homeschoolers. We have over 22,000 witness slips in still under 12 hours, so you guys are doing a fantastic job. As you're watching from home today, as this meeting goes forth, I ask you to pray and just keep this time before the Lord, that God would give us victory in this bill. Once again, we know that almost half of the committee members are on the our sponsors, co-sponsors on the bill, so it might make it out of committee again, but again, we are hoping for good news from the House. There is a Second Amendment posted to this bill. In some ways, I think it's even worse than the first bill, but what they basically have done, they've taken the criminal language out of the declaration form. But that does not mean that there are not still criminal consequences with this bill. For example, the truant officer, if you have a truant officer called upon you, and again, you know, what is probable cause? If a neighbor drives by and sees your kids out in the afternoon having recess, he or she may assume they're not being schooled. They can call into the regional office and report that child is being truant. And without any true probable cause, a truant officer can come in, and he has the power to refer that family to the state's attorney. And again, there could be criminal charges posted at that time if there's true violation or not. Also very concerning, according to this new amendment, Amendment number 2, the truant officer has the right, he's empowered to take your kids off into a different room and interview them by himself, which to me is also a great concern. Also with the educational portfolio, or rather filling out the declaration form, there is some language now that suggests that there could be a line for what curriculum are you using. Some lawyers have interpreted that possibly as the state having a certain amount of control or supervision over what curriculum that you would use. Now, once again, I'm sure the sponsor, co-sponsor would say, no, that's not the intent. But the language is there. And so we're looking at the bill long after these representatives are gone. And so we want to know, what does this bill say? What's the potential, and what's the gateway that could open up to other bills going forth? Another thing, this bill is supposed to help with child abuse, but I fear it's going to do just the opposite. Only yesterday I had a homeschooling family who foster cares, and they withdrew, or they handed back in their foster care license. They said it's not worth risking their family to foster care with this bill. And they told me there's 12 other homeschooling families in their area, it's a smaller area, who said they too are going to hand in their foster care license if this bill goes through. So what this would do, it would make the most vulnerable even more vulnerable. So as we enter through this day and talk about going to the House floor the next 2 or 3 days, again, encourage you to call your representatives, tell them you are against HB 2827, especially the Second Amendment. It's not a good bill. It doesn't correct problems. It still leaves the private schools in there as well. It just tweaks a little bit about how often they have to report, but still it's an encroachment upon private schools as well as homeschools. And one last thing to touch on, the word in this new bill, it describes homeschooling as a single household. And so we don't know how that will be interpreted regarding support groups, co-ops, those who maybe meet 1 day a week and homeschool the other 4 days. Could that outlaw those type of groups? We don't know. The bill does have the language that it could be brought into that. So there's a lot at stake here, homeschoolers. And so if you live close by in the Springfield area within the next hour to get here, that'd be great to help support. In the meantime, call your representatives, and also